Alright, Neil. Last session of the day. Finished on a strong note. We'll get back into the rhythm here. We get to go through corner 5, A, B, and C. That'll be nice to start linking all this together. That hill, we're going to look for these, that painted line that's kind of worn out there. Puts me out a little bit wide. I don't change my steering input, and brings me pretty damn close to that last apex. This is a zone where we can accelerate for a minute before we quickly get over to the brake pedal. And just wait for our apex, wait for that exit cone before you can really start to press into throttle at all. Using the whole track up. Track, a little bit of steering input, brings me nice to the apex. Move from brake pressure over to apex, braking like that again, letting that car rotate, apex to exit. Because the group in front of us isn't doing that right and release, I'm going to take it easy on this back straight, going to build a bit of a gap, so mind the speed, but I guess we're going to space everything below and left. So let's just roll through here, taking it all in, enjoying your beautiful Cayman GTS. So this is actually considered a corner right here. This would be an apex. Right about there, and then we cut back over to the left side of the track. When you're flying, that's the ideal line. And then a bit of braking, just because I'm going slow for this off. See this tarmac, how it's split? I like to get my left side out on the tire, left side track there, then it meets back up with this piece, then it straightens out the car for this little section where you would have a bit of a moment there to accelerate, just slightly. Nice, move the trans over, back to right, apex in, and we'll start to get back into it.